Hello, my lovelies. Elsie here with a reading for you for the solar eclipse. So we are going to go with a couple of oracle decks, and then we'll get some tarot on that. So what is this solar eclipse about? Well, we know that it's a partial solar eclipse for sure. And we know that it's about a wake-up call. It is in Scorpio. And it's mostly about people, signs in general, waking up, getting a wake-up call, waking up to what is going on in their lives. With Aries, it's, bringing out your intuition. Taurus, it's love is in the air for you. As the Venus is in alignment with the eclipse. Also, the node of destiny is opposite of Scorpio, which is Taurus. So I think it's going to affect a lot of the signs that are fixed for sure, because us as fixed signs, I'm a Taurus, so we as fixed signs have a hard time with change, right? And so this is going to be a bit of a wake-up call, this one. So Gemini, you need rest and decompressing time, is what it says here. Now, I'm not your astrologist. Y'all know that, but I have the internet as much as you all do. So I would suggest that you go ahead and do your research on your own sign and how this eclipse is going to affect you, what you shouldn't do around an eclipse if you're into rituals. All right, let's go. Let's take a look here. I also want to say, one other thing that I want to say was it is the 24th of October, and today is Diwali. It's the Festival of Lights. So if you are celebrating, if you're in India or anywhere else in the world and you do celebrate Diwali, happy Diwali to you. All right, light a candle for me. I need all the help I can get. All right, here we go. Let's start out with Sacred Traveler. What do we got here? We've got distant thunder, clear the air. So it feels like some of you are going to speak to someone. Now, this is about wake-up calls. It is Scorpio, and as I said, opposite of Scorpio in the node is Taurus, right? Taurus is the opposite of Scorpio. The node of destiny is what they're calling it. There's going to be an urgency to commit, right? Some of you are going to commit, and others of you are going to make changes in your life when it comes to love. Clear the air. Either way, I feel like this is right in line with what's going on. We've got grace and gratitude. Through gratitude, joy expands. So just being grateful for everything that you have. A lot of people live in a perpetual state of not enough, or it doesn't matter what they have in their future. Or it doesn't matter what they have in their present, they're always looking at the future. It's that friend who can't put their phone down and be present with you. They always got to be on their phone looking for the next best thing. Do you know what I mean? So it's like, it's really about through gratitude, joy expands. And I feel like you're told to be paying attention to the present moment, because really all you have is that, right? That's all you have is the present moment. Let's take a card from the word Wisdom of the Oracle. Right, Wisdom of the Oracle for the collective. This is for all of you. Leo, your belief system is going to be challenged, and you're going to have to make some decisions during this eclipse. It's going to be some uncomfortable decisions, I believe, but you're going to be changing your belief system in some way. Virgo, the weight of the world is on your shoulders, and you're going to be making some hard choices. You are going to be making hard choices about what to cut out. Imagine. Yeah. Every time I see this card, I hear John Lennon singing Imagine. Imagine all the people living for today. Yeah. So we have card number 20, which of course breaks down to a 2. Imagine that you have balance. Imagine in a life of chaos that you might have balance. Balance in finances, Libra, that's how it's going to affect your sign. No matter where you have it, it's going to affect you money-wise. You're being urged to get your crap together where it's about your money and what it is that you have or don't have. It's time for you to clean up financially. Scorpio, your heart's going to be more open than it ever has been over this eclipse. And usually it's about, well, I think it's the 25th to the 8th. And then we have our lunar eclipse coming up. So there's lots of planetary changes, my friends. I think what you're supposed to imagine is life with grace and gratitude. And once you clean things up, whether you decide you're going to commit to someone or whether you decide you're cutting them out and you've had enough because this isn't working for you, I feel like there's some big decisions being made here. Sagittarius, your decision should be based around self-care. That's what I've learned, is that during this eclipse that you should be hard and fast into the self-care, Capricorn. It's a good time to appreciate those that have been caring for you and loving you, no matter how you've been, who you are, right? No matter what's been going on in your life, it's always a good time to, I think you're going to want to especially just love on people who love on you. And Aquarius, this is a professional shift for you. Things are going to be different with your career. You may leave a job or you may go to a new job. And Pisces, decisions about your life philosophy and the values that you hold, you're going to be looking all of those over. This is about the wake-up call, right? The wake-up call. You're strong enough to do it, collective. You are strong enough. You have courage and strength that's being blessed upon you by the universe. I feel like you have been trying to hang on to or tame the lion. Maybe you're a little bit forward and it's time to kind of roll that back. Of course, we know that Leo is the person who loves the stage, right? All of the world's a stage. You like to be seen. You want to be seen. I feel like you've just been imagining a place where you have enough courage to accomplish what you want. This is also Leo, right? And your belief systems and the beliefs you have about yourself are about to change for some of you during this eclipse energy here. Strength enough to heal. That's the self-care, Sagittarius. Right? That's what we're saying for Sagittarius. That's what I've been reading, that this eclipse for you, Sagittarius, is about healing. Got the Hermit. The Hermit, who is Virgo. The weight of the world is on you, Virgo. Yeah. The weight of the world is on you. You're trying to heal. You're trying to make decisions, important decisions. You're going to cut some people out and some people you're going to add to. But I feel like ultimately it's all going to be what's best for you and not what's best for everyone else around you. I know you're always in service of other people, but I also know that you're going over the details of why you do that. And so I feel as though that the Hermit energy and the Strength energy are going to get some healing. So Leo and Virgo, possibly this is a healing time for you. And it may be something that you could have never imagined, right? I think it all starts with gratitude. I do know for me that changed my vibration when I was looking for the things that are in the present moment rather than trying to get to the next best thing. Wow. Whoa. Wow. Wow, wow, wow. All right. So the World card is about closing doors, ending things, chapters. We did talk about that. That's one of the things that's coming up with an eclipse, right? Things are eclipsed from your life. You make decisions that you may not make otherwise. When this energy gets intense, I feel like you're going to be closing a door to a major chapter, collective. And this chapter could be anything, right? Anything that changes your life. And so I'm talking about a birth or a death or buying a house or getting married or getting divorced, that kind of thing. We have the Wheel of Fortune, which tells me that things are going to be moving in a fortunate way for you. It is divine timing on this eclipse that once you close the door, you're able to move forward. It almost feels as though Charlie just showed me a pair of scissors cutting a red ribbon, and it's time to cut away. I feel whatever is not serving you. It's time to close the door, time to end major chapters with people, places, situations, possibly jobs. The Wheel of Fortune's telling me that it's divine timing for change, right? And that's what the eclipse is about. It's about change, and it's about possibly the urgency to commit to someone, which is blowing my mind that as I was talking about that, all of these cards end up here. So we have the Judgment card. We only have one card, y'all, that is not Major Arcana. You know what that means if you've been watching long enough. That means major change. And that's what this eclipse is about completely. It's about the wake-up call, right? The wake-up call. So I feel like that you are going to be going through a lot of change, collective. So you could be, we've got the fixed energies here. And as I did say, it's going to affect the fixed energies because we don't like change, right? We go at it really, really slow if we change at all. I like change as a Taurus sun. I love change, but I have a really hard time getting there. So I have to go slow. So we have Judgment. So first of all, let's go this. We got Leo, we got Virgo. We've got here, we've got the fixed signs, right? Those are Scorpio, Scorpio, Taurus, Leo, and Aquarius. And then we have Judgment, which for me is Virgo and Pisces. So we have possible reconciliation. Some things are ending and will not be reconciled. Some things will not be reconciled. You will just stay quiet. You will cut things out. You will stop holding on. I feel like the Hermit is saying that you're really thinking deeply about this, Virgo. You're really thinking deeply about the changes that you need to make in your life to lighten the load, because I feel like you have been feeling weighed down with the energies lately, that you feel like the world's on your shoulders and nothing's going right for you. I think that's why you're in hermit mode, your self-preservation mode, right? Trying to heal the self, trying to find your light. We also have Pisces here, is going with the flow. And if the universe should choose to bring someone back to you in a reconciliation fashion, and it doesn't have to be in love, y'all. I don't see any cups here. It doesn't have to be in love. This could be a friend, a parent, a grandparent. Maybe you had a fight with a sibling. It's deciding. This is the deciding moment. Do you decide to breathe life back into it, or do you not? Either way, when you make some changes here, when things begin to end so other things can begin, I believe that that's why the World card is here, because there are going to be some sharp endings. And, it's going to be some of you that are ending partnerships in order to urgently reconnect with a different partnership. And that's why the wheel is here, because it is divine timing for all this to go off. And, some people don't believe that tarot is even connected to astrology, but the tarot may not be connected to astrology, but the feelings that are going on in the solar system absolutely have bearing on who we are. All right, let's take a look here. Tea leaves. What else can you tell us? What are we imagining here? Imagine some balance. It's card number 20, which is card number 2. And imagine balance. Imagine we've got white and blue here. Imagine you can speak up. Imagine you could say anything without retribution. We have our, the beautiful Iranian people right now are going through this big upheaval, right? You can see this. It's a world thing, y'all. It's not even just for the signs. It's a world thing. Have you seen what's been going on in Iran, right? You see the people that are dying and standing up for what they believe in. They are closing off major chapters in their life while they try to move forward even just to barely imagine being free and being able to make decisions for themselves. It is a time of clearing the air. It's a time of making decisions about what you're keeping and what you're not keeping. The first card we have here is plenty of material things. For some of you, I feel that you will make decisions. Libra, it's all about money for you. It's about getting your money in order, right? As I was saying. So I feel as though for some of you, you will have plenty of material things, and that might be what happens when you clean up your finances. What else do we have here? Whoops, there we go. We're just going to take these and call it a day. Oh, we have one here we should look at it. Coins. Money will be coming to you. It's all about the money and the material things. And then we have the quill, getting back to the basics. So I think that it is time to get back to the basics. Yeah. It's time to figure out exactly who you are in the underneath, my friends, and figuring out what you're going to do about that. How are you going to move forward with that information? All right. Whew. That's really holding deep in my chest, all this energy here. Whew, okay. We've got Owl. Good advice from a wise person. All right. We've got November. Ooh, for some of you, you're going to be making these changes and they're going to either happen in November. Y'all, on the 8th of November, we have the lunar eclipse, right? We go at it again for different reasons. But I feel like for some of you, you're going to be, in the month of November, you're going to be getting good advice from someone that you trust, a wise person. Plenty of material things is in the bowl. And we have bird flying. News is on the way, I'm telling you. I just did the craziest Taurus extension I've ever done, and I've never experienced a reading like that in the extension before, but it was crazy, spot on. Like, anytime I talked about anything or called out anything, it showed up in the reading. So this is kind of freaking me out just a little bit, but that's how I usually level up during eclipses. Yeah, I usually have some sort of an ascension or clarity through the eclipses. So nonetheless, so we have news is on the way, and this is news could be in November. I'm just saying, could be in November. So we have strength, we have healing. Yeah, we have strength, we have healing. We have the Hermit, we have the World, the Wheel, and Judgment. Whew, that's a lot of energy, y'all. Lots of energy. So things you could never imagine may be coming up in November. News is on the way, my friends, and I'm getting head to toe chills. My body has not stopped vibrating since I've been reading today. I don't usually read around an eclipse. This is why. Okay, what else do we have here? Well, Libra, we were talking about you, right? It's time to clean up the finances. And possibly Aquarius as well, right? We have poverty. But nonetheless, what I think here is that we have poverty is connected to the world. It's connected to strength. It's connected to the Four of Swords, and it's connected to the Wheel. So I feel like you've been feeling in lack in all of these areas, feeling like you couldn't end something, feeling like you couldn't move forward, feeling like things were never going to change, feeling like you couldn't be courageous. You couldn't make decisions that were based on, your value system and what you believe to be true. We have the Four of Swords here, and that's all about healing from poverty. I feel like there is going to be some of you that are going to get your money under control, that you are going to come out of poverty. You're going to heal the poverty. You're going to get courageous enough to heal the poverty. And then when you do, when you realize you can do it on your own, you're going to close some major chapters. And that is going to initiate this Wheel of Fortune here. I feel like once you close the right chapters, for some of you, I feel like new ones begin in a crazy good way. Crazy good way. And then we have child, which is a new beginning. Children, of course, it can be all about children. For some of you, you could be in deep thought about children or a child, maybe a child that you want to heal so you can have children. But there also could be children in a situation who are experiencing poverty. And although that can be financial, it feels like it's emotional to me because there's healing required here. So some of you may be healing from childhood traumas like poverty. Others of you, I feel, are wanting to resurrect your childhood or being young again, or the times that you used to have that were so fun back in the day, right? And I also feel like for others of you, you may end up with child, you may get pregnant, but the child card is also about new beginnings, right? So we have the endings and we have new beginnings, which is attached to the wheel. The child is card 18, and that's 9, which is the Hermit. The Hermit is card number 9 as well. So if for some of you, it could be that you're making heavy decisions about your kids, because Virgo, the world's on your shoulders right now. And I feel like you're making some pretty heavy duty decisions here. One more card. There we go. Despair. For those of you who have been experiencing poverty, whether it's spiritual, physical, financial, if you've been worried or concerned about about your children in this situation that has ended. I feel like some of you are feeling despair. You're feeling cut away or in lack. We have despair, which is card number 32, which breaks down to a 5, which is always lack, right? Many 5s in a row can be quick change, but we also already have quick change here, right? Which is 10, which is 2 5s, right? But we have this third 5 here. So I feel like things are about to change really quickly for you, that if you've been in a time of despair, that's about to end. Things that you want to have resurrected or to come back round for you so you can have another chance. Maybe for some of you, you've been estranged from your children and now it's time for you to reconnect again. But I feel that the despair is going to go away with this Wheel of Fortune here. Yeah. And the 3 5s, I believe, tells me that it's going to be quick change. Things are moving. And I believe it's between now and the 8th of November, because that's the energy that it's coming up with the solar eclipse. The bottom of the deck, we have concern. We have 2 3s. And so that's about being on the right path, right? So I feel like some of you will be leaving one path and you will be going toward another path. All right. Wow. It's kind of beautiful. Things are about to look up, my friends. A little bit of courage, a little bit of healing, looking within self. I feel like things are about to look up. Tell me about poverty. So for some of you, the poverty has been about emotional stuff. You haven't been able to show emotion, that you're hoping for an apology or you want to give an apology. You've been feeling impoverished in terms of emotion, not being able to feel your emotions or bring your emotions to the surface or show your emotions to others. And that could be why you're in despair. And poverty is a word that can be really brought into alignment with anything. You can be impoverished, in the way you live, or money, or the way you think, or maybe you're just negative, in the way that you think. I feel like some of you are going to have something pop up that's going to be fortunate, or you're going to have an idea pop up and it's going to make you very emotional, but you've decided that you've got to close this chapter because it's not working for you. Tell me about despair. Despair will be cut away quickly. I just feel badly. I feel the energy of someone who is in deep despair. I feel it's partially Virgo. It could be, we've got Virgo energy here. And the fixed signs, right? Not knowing how to move forward because it's hard to move forward. It's hard to change. I think that's why the wheel is here. It's like a beautiful, gracious moment from the universe that says, it's okay, I got you. You're going to move forward regardless. It's gonna move forward into something really lovely, something that you don't expect. And for the child, some of you are going to find out you're pregnant. Some of you are going to come to the knowledge that there is a child somewhere that you didn't know about. Some of you are going to try and make decisions that are best about your children. So that might indicate either talking to a spouse or talking to somebody who can help you take care of the children. It's time to get on a new path of passion for some of you, and that's what it is. It's the wake-up call. Scorpio, your energy, your heart is going to be more open than it ever has been to change of passion, to start something new. I believe the World card here is quite poignant, right? We've got the World card ending things, and then we have a new beginning here, a new beginning in passion. So Scorpio, I feel like you are going to be going into a new passionate relationship. I feel like you've been waiting for a long time to do that. Aries, you're right on point, right? You're right on point right now with bringing out your intuition. It's about time you started relying on your gut. And I think your gut's telling you to close a chapter and to open another chapter here. Yeah. Things are going to go off quick, impulsively making decisions. And that's what an eclipse is about. Impulsively deciding, you know what, I'm out. I'm not doing this anymore. I'm out. And no, maybe I don't want this. Maybe I don't. Maybe I'll just go with the flow and see what happens, but I'm not going to initiate this judgment. Yeah, I'm not going to initiate the resurrection or the reconciliation. I'm just going to wait to see what happens, wait to see how things work out. All right. Last deck we're going to use, and then we'll call it. Tell me about imagine. What is the collective imagining, please? Spiritual growth. I love it. I absolutely love it. Aries, you're in spiritual growth. We're all in spiritual growth, but I feel like Aries is the one who's finally starting to believe their intuition. And it says spiritual growth, learning and expanding the soul. And I feel like Capricorn, it's a good time for you to expand your spiritual self and kind of pour that onto the people who love you. It's like loving on the people who have supported you throughout this year, right? All of us are in spiritual growth. For some of us, it could be with a fair male who is the true love. Possibly, it says it's a pure love and honest connection. And pure love can be between platonic friends as well. It's not necessarily romantic, but for some of you, it absolutely will be romantic because there is dating. Yeah. So some of you are going to be ending things so you can move forward because there is something that you want to get on the reconciliation, right? Woo-hoo, union. There is going to be some of you who are coming into union with your person. I see this as Gemini. We have a young male and we have a home. We have a lot of karma. And somebody has been controlled for far too long. Could have to do with the family. I feel like for some of you, you're coming into union with your twin. And that in itself is pretty freaking exciting. Let's look into the future and then you're out of here. Let's look into the near future. Cutting somebody out. I no longer need clarity from you. I actually don't even want to talk to you anymore. I'm out. The World card. We no longer have this contract. We don't have this life contract anymore. Somebody could be letting go of a life contract in order to have union with the twin flame. Might be a divorce. That's who I see the king as. The King of Swords is someone who wields the sword of truth, tells the truth, makes the cuts that are best for all involved. And I feel like it's going to end up in a big fat win for you. We have somebody here who is going to have victory here. We have the Five of Wands. You've been arguing with yourself about it, but it's time to move forward. Why? Because it's going to give you balance, Libra. Get that money in order for sure. And then we have the Page of Cups. Somebody is coming with an apology. And that might be in November, my friends. Some of you are going to have financial gain. Some of you are going to have the gain of a lover. Some of you are going to have the gain of spiritual growth. But some of you are going to be in union with the twin flame. There is nothing bad about any of this here. It is all about what you want to clear out, and do you have the ability to live in this moment even though all this crazy good stuff is coming. Appreciate what's going on right now, and I think that's the biggest wake-up call any of us could have, because really, if you're on your phone and your friends are sitting around you, why are you even with your friends if you're on your phone, right? You're just looking for the future, for the next best thing. Yeah, stop that. Put your phone in your purse, put it on silent, and pay attention to the family, pay attention to the friends. It's time to make this home beautiful. You're tired of being controlled for some of you. For some of you, you're tired of being controlled and you're out. Yeah. For others of you, you're going to make a beautiful home with your twin. Oh boy, look at that. I don't think I need to say anything. I'm dropping the mic right there, collective. If you made it up to here, bravo. Thank you so much. I'm going to go for now. I love you guys. You know I do. Bye.